my friends. Today we're going to finish looking at our Maps magazine, the last few pages, and then we'll talk about the activity you're going to do at the end. So let's get started. I have that magazine in front of you. We're going to be on this page, Little Red Riding Hood.
Little Red Riding Hood from Maps. Little Red Riding Hood is going to Grandma's house. Along the way, she meets the big, bad wolf. "Where are you going?" asks the wolf. "To Grandma's house," says Little Red Riding Hood. With that, the big, bad wolf rushes away. Look at the map. What is the shortest way to Grandma's house?
So, we have our map. We can tell that this must be Little Red Riding Hood's house because here she is. And I'm guessing that this is Grandma's house. And a way we can check these things is by looking in our map legend. So look at this house, and next to it, it says Grandma's house. So we know that that's Grandma's house. Same with how we kind of thought maybe this was Little Red Riding Hood's house. This says Red Riding Hood's house. We have a couple of other things in our map legend. This stands for trees in our map. And then this picture stands for the path. So let's look at this path. Which way do you think would be the shortest to Grandma's house? Yeah, I'm thinking this way too, don't you? That's one thing we can use a map for. So they can help us tell which direction we should go, which is the fastest, which one maybe has things we might need to avoid, things like that. Maps are really helpful in that. Let's take a look at some other maps.
Beyond the Neighborhood from Maps. This map shows places near and far from Gracie's neighborhood.
Gracie knows where everything in the area is. Which of these things would she say? The lake is near my neighborhood. The river is far from my neighborhood. The tall buildings are in front of the river.
Well, let's take a look. Let's first look at our map legend. So here we have, this is the land, symbol that stands for the land. This stands for the water. This stands for a road. And this symbol stands for houses. My guess is that this is Gracie's neighborhood. So there's Gracie's neighborhood. So the lake is near my neighborhood. Well, I see the lake here. It's kind of near her neighborhood. I don't know if I would consider that one to be one she would say for sure about the map. The river is far from my neighborhood. That one too. I think that's pretty close. But again, I don't really know what they mean by far and near. One that I think I can totally agree with is the tall buildings are in front of the river. They're not in front of the river. The tall buildings look like they're behind the river. And what that means is when something is in front of it, it means that first would be the buildings and then the river. And in this case, we see the river first and then the buildings. So the buildings are behind the river, not in front of the river. So maybe we could say the closest one would be that the river is near Gracie's neighborhood. And then maybe she could say the lake is somewhat near her neighborhood. So those are my thoughts on that. See if you agree with me or not. And then let's go to the next page.
Map of my country from Maps. This map shows the United States. The United States is the name of our country. Our country has 50 parts called states.
This little circle says Gracie's neighborhood is in the state of Texas. That's where she lives. The title of our map is the United States. Our map legend has a couple of things. The little dot stands for a city. So you can see, for example, in this state, there's a little dot that stands for Chicago. when we see the star, it stands for a capital. So if we look here in this part, we have a star that stands for Washington, D.C., the capital of the United States. And I don't have everything listed on this map for the United States, but you can get an idea. This is just another type of map.
My world from Maps. Gracie's neighborhood is on Earth. Earth is round like a ball. This is a picture of Earth. This picture was taken from space. In a picture, you can see only part of Earth.
A globe is a model of Earth. On a globe, Earth's water is blue. Earth's land is green or brown. This globe shows the same side of Earth as the picture. This is a map of the whole world. There are 7 continents.
So there you go, a globe. The nice thing about a globe is that you can spin it, whereas just a picture of the world, like up above, it's flat and you can't see it. The United States is in North America, and North America is a continent. A continent is one of the largest land areas on Earth. And like they said down in the vid below, there are 7 continents. Well, so you are going to get to design a treasure map. And you can see kind of an example of what they did. But I want you to design a treasure map. So make some land and some water, maybe add someone in a boat looking for that treasure, put an X where that treasure might be. I like how they put the dotted lines to show the path of where they should go. You'll notice on the land, they put different things like trees or mountains or water. I want you to include a title for your map, and I want you to include that map legend with 3 things in it that tell me what your map is. I hope you have fun making your map treasure map.